to more of a community place, a place where people could live, 2 towers containing rental properties for up to 500 people in our city. One of our listeners texting, hey, will you or any of the city councilors be moving downtown because of this Portage Place? Well, it's something that's on my radar. And until there's a critical mass of people, Kevin Klein is city councilor for Charleswood. And Kevin, I'll just finish my thought here. Until there's that critical mass of people, and we're getting so close to it in my mind, for amenities, for safety, downtown will remain a less satisfactory option for a lot of people here in Winnipeg, when so many cities across North America, their downtowns are burgeoning with people wanting to live in them. And Portage Place is a key component of that move to make downtown Winnipeg more livable.
I couldn't agree more. I think that you have nailed it right on the head there. This is not about bricks and mortars. This is about a community development. That's really what this is. When we're talking about, the revitalization of downtown, and you spoke of it, and I think Richard Cloutier spoke of it, what will come after this? That's what we got to look at. That's the vision we have to have. We can't look at this and simply say, oh, we're going to give this company $20 million. No, we're making an investment, and we are going to get much more in return than $20 million. I'm excited about the future when I think about this opportunity.
Councillor, Council is set to vote later today on whether to chip in $11.3 million. Mayor Brian Bowman told us that yesterday, that the offer was going to go up from $5 million to $11.3. But our question of the day, Kevin Klein, brought to you by Credit Aid, helping Manitobans get out of debt since 1992. Visit creditaid.ca, call 204-987-6890. Do you think the city should pitch in more money to help fund the Portage Place redevelopment project? And overwhelming no. 75% of people who have voted on this say no. What's your reaction to that?
Well, first of all, I appreciate everybody's opinion, but we have to look at this again, not from a $20 million check going to a large company. They're going to be investing at the end of the day, because prices change, let's call it $500 million, $500 million, and it's going to change our downtown. When you drive into downtown now, imagine what that's going to look like. And if we're going to be a big city, like we talk about, we have to start acting like a big city. And jurisdictions across North America offer many, many subsidies and all kinds of incentives to attract business. But I want to correct you on one thing, if I can, for a moment. We do have the motion for $11 million, but we've heard from Starlight that's not going to do it. They're walking. So that's why I had to put in an alternative motion, and I'm hoping that I'll get council support with that. I have a lot of milestones in my motion that they have to achieve. There has to be a minimum amount of affordable housing, the community center, bathrooms 24/7, 365 days a year. Lots of these things that they have promised in there for $18 million, and then doing a little bit of trade, if you will, by saying, we'll do up to $1.5, maybe $2 million in your permits to help with that process. And I understand that Starlight will sign the dotted line with that deal, and we'll start moving forward. But they won't sign it at the $11.5 million. And remember, they did that, but it's over 20 years. That doesn't help any organization.
Right. And so just with regard to the aesthetics, and I think we didn't get a chance to talk to Mayor Bowman about this yesterday, but how do you put a price tag on the changing face for Portage Avenue? Like you say, when you go through there now, Portage Place is not a place, it's not a destination right now. It's a place you go to if you have to. You don't go there on purpose in a lot of respects, with no disrespect to people who actually do that. But it is not a place that is very welcoming to Winnipeggers.
No, I agree. I think that it's time to change that, and I think we've heard from others how important it is to change. But aside from that, look at the benefits. Let's look at the long term. $411 million of wages and business earnings, and $698 million of economic activity with construction and development. So over 10 years, this project will create $3.6 billion in new economic activity. Just this. Now, add to that what you're saying. The more attractive, the more people living downtown, the more stores, it becomes more of a destination. The snowball starts to grow, and it continues rolling down the hill, and it will roll faster with this development. So, again, I understand it's taxpayers' money, but we're saying in my motion that we'll give you the $18 million, but it's going to be on completion of Tower 1, and then you get some on Tower 2, and then you'll get some on the completion of the Edmonton Square. So we're really partnering with them because the benefits, the payoff to us, as much as the mayor and everyone is talking about ROI, they're not looking at it properly. It's not just a return on your investment from a money standpoint, but look at it from a social standpoint, and this is the right thing to do. We need this. We need to make a bold decision today, show that we have vision, and go all in. I'm not willing to bet our city's future on $8 million.
City Councillor Kevin Klein joining us live on 680 CJOB. Councillor, thank you for the time as always, sir.
Gentlemen, thank you, and I hope I win that pizza. I love Santa Lucia. So.
Okay, well, take your shot at 8:45, sir. Get yourself, what would you get? Greg, yours is shrimp and bacon, right?